Hi, I'm Jeff Bockman. I'm EVP. I lead the oncology practice at Cello Health BioConsulting. I am responsible for basically bringing in business, for meeting and telling new clients about how we're able to help them better develop the drugs that they're working on, and also responsible for overseeing many of the projects at a high level, overseeing some of the staff that kind of lead projects on a day-to-day basis, providing kind of commercial strategic insight to those team leaders. I've been associated with Defined Health for about 25 years, first consulting to Cello Health BioConsulting and then joining full-time. One of the, I think, prime benefits of working at a consultancy like Cello Health BioConsulting, it really teaches one to think about how the novel and innovative science that's coming out of academia or out of early stage biotech is going to impact clinical unmet needs and how that translates into kind of commercial and market issues. And that's increasingly important whether one ultimately wants to stay in consulting with Cello Health BioConsulting, if one wants to go into a role in business development at a biotech or pharma, into new product planning, some type of investment role. That triangulation, which is critical, thinking about the scientific, clinical, and commercial issue. As a knowledge-based consultancy, I think it's important to emphasize that when we are engaging with clients, when we're talking about how we can help them, when we're talking about actual projects that we're working on with them, it is very much a collegial conversation based on a deep understanding of the specific disease areas, the mechanisms of action, etc. So again, that's that triangulation of scientific, clinical, and commercial issues. We're not selling them services, or really selling them is the insight and knowledge that we're going to provide them and interact with them on to ultimately help them be better informed to make these very important decisions they're trying to make, so they can be more likely to be able to inflect value, whether that's a partnership, whether that's a raise, whether that's doing an IPO, whether it's just making a hopefully better decision about what clinical path to follow on. And that's the way we work as an organization internally. Now, it's a very familial, low-key type of environment. Doesn't mean that there's not a lot of work going on and a lot of multitasking, but it's not a churn and burn model, right? I mean, we attempt to be reasonable and have work-life balance, and that also distinguishes us. Our consultants are basically working out of the office where Cello Health BioConsulting is based. Those with a strong love of science continue to be able to leverage that in the work that we're doing, because it still does originate with what is an interesting novel approach or target or mechanism that's going to provide some meaningful clinical benefit to patients going forward as best as we can. The exciting things we're working on right now and spending a lot of our time over the past several years is really immuno-oncology, harnessing the body's own immune system to fight cancer. It was an interest of mine. Fortunately, it turned out well. We were early adopters, or at least early talking about it, and we have since built up a phenomenal understanding and phenomenal recognition, both through the research that we do, through the talks and presentations, the webinars, panels that we're on or that we chair, Cancer Progress conference that we run. We really are kind of thought leaders within the consulting industry, within oncology specifically.